We're continuing with the book of Job.
Toizantsika ny bokin'ny Job.
So Elihu has accused Job.
Elihu zany de manameloka an Job.
And now in chapter 38, verse 1, God speaks.
Ary ankehitriny eo amin'ny toko fahavalo amby telopolo andiny voalohany Andriamanitra am'izay no miresaka.
And God is not happy.
Ary tsy faly Andriamanitra.
God comes across as angry.
Hitantsika tezitra Andriamanitra.
But here is something that we have misunderstood for hundreds of years.
Fa zao ny zavatra iray izay tsy azontsika tsara fa nandritry ny 100 taona maro.
Maybe thousands of years.
Angamba amanjato milina.
And that is that when God starts speaking, He's not attacking Job.
Rehefa miresaka Andriamanitra tsy hoe akory izy miatake an Job.
God is reprimanding Elihu and the three friends.
Andriamanitra kosa de mibedy ani Elihu sy ireo namany anankitelo ireo.
If God was reprimanding Job, then the last chapter of the book wouldn't make any sense.
Raha to Andriamanitra mibedy an Job de lasa ohatrany tsy misy logika ny fiafaran'ny bokin'ny Job.
Because in the last chapter, God tells those friends, "You have spoken lies about me."
Satria ary amin'ny toko farany Job de Andriamanitra miteny an'ireo namana ireo hoe ianareo de niteny lainga momba ahy.
And that's why I said we have to be careful if we try to preach from those three friends' speeches.
Ka izay no mahatonga miteny hoe ilaina mitandrina tsara isika raha hitory-teny mikasika ireo namana anankitelo ireo.
And especially if we try to speak from Elihu's speech.
Indrindra raha avy amin'ny teny indrindra raha hitory-teny avy amin'ny discours-an'i Elihu.
These guys who think they know everything about God are called liars by God.
Reto namana izay mihevitra fa mahay ny zavatra rehetra momba an'Andriamanitra de antsoin'Andriamanitra hoe mpandainga.
So this young one, Elihu, who thinks he's perfect in knowledge, is told he doesn't know anything.
Ka ity Elihu izay tanora indrindra ity izay miteny tenany hoe anisan'ny mpahay indrindra sy intelligent indrindra sy parfait de lazain'Andriamanitra izy eto fa mpandainga.
And then the most remarkable thing happens.
Misy zavatra remarkable mitranga eto.
That Job interrupts God and deflects God's anger to himself.
Hitantsika i Job eto lasa ohatrany hoe misy reflet avy aminazy ny mitoraka aminazy miverina ny fahatezeran'Andriamanitra.
And this section shows Job to be so compassionate and so loving.
Mampiseho an Job ho manana compassion sy manam-pitiavana.
He understood that his wife had been hurting.
Réflexion an'Andriamanitra daholo zany zany karakteranana an Job zany, micomprendre izy fa maratra sy mijaly koa ny vadiny.
So he wasn't going to commit suicide and leave her alone completely.
Ka izy akory tsy hamono tena izany ka amela ny vadiny ho irery.
And now his four friends have been accusing him, and God is angry with those friends.
Ary ankehitriny voameloka ireo namany anaky efatra ireo ary tezitra amin'ireo namany efatra ireo Andriamanitra.
Instead, as God is angry at those friends, Job brings the attention to himself.
Andriamanitra zany tezitra amin'ireo namana anankefatra ireo de Job miezaka miantso an'Andriamanitra hijery anazy.
And so God turns his attention to Job, and so Job has not been an accuser, he's been like an attorney for his friends.
Ka mitodika amin'ny Joba i Andriamanitra. Ary Joba zany lasa ohatran'ny avocat ho an'ny reto namany efatra ireto.
It's an incredible scene
Incroyable le scène eto.
because somebody like Jeremiah would have said, get him, God.
Satria raha ohatra raha mpaminany tahaka an'i Jeremia zao de mety efa niteny Jeremia hoe io ry Andriamanitra, io raisy rô,
But
ataovy tsara rô.
But Job says, no, get me.
Fa i Joba kosa de miteny hoe za Andriamanitra no raiso fa tsy ireo namako efatra reo.
It's almost like he's acting like Jesus.
Presque ohatran'ny reagira ohatran'ny Jesosy izy eto presque.
Because Jesus took all the blame on himself.
Satria Jesosy de nizaka ny tsiny rehetra amin'ny tenany.
But God's not really falling for it.
Fa i Andriamanitra kosa aloha de tsy azonao amin'izany.
God is still angry with the friends.
Andriamanitra de mbola tezitra amin'ireo namany efatra reo.
And then God says, I know more than all of you.
Andriamanitra de miteny hoe zaho de malala mihoatra noho ianareo.
Where were you when I stretched out the line of the heavens?
Taiza nareo tamin'izaho nanoritra ny lanitra.
Answer. If any of you know, answer.
Raha fantatrareo de valio omeo valiteny aho.
Or where were you when I made the crocodile?
Na taiza ianareo tamin'izaho namorona ny crocodile.
Or the hippopotamus?
Na ny namorona ny hippopotame.
Or the horse who charges into battle?
Na ny soavaly izay mandeha am-piadiana.
He says, answer me if you have such understanding.
Valio aho raha ohatra ka tena manana an'izany fahaizana izany ianareo sy manana an'izay fahalalana izay.
Remember, it was Elihu who called himself perfect in knowledge.
Tadidy tsara fa Elio le milaza ny tenano parfait amin'ny fahalalana sy ny fahaizana.
So God is saying, if you're so perfect in knowledge, where were you when all these things happened?
Ka hoe Andriamanitra mantsy taiza ry ianao tamin'ireo zavatra rehetra nitrango ireo raha ohatra ianao ka tena parfait sy milaza ho mahay ny zavatra rehetra.
This is where Job's true righteousness is seen.
Reto ny tena ahitana ny fahamarinan'ny Job.
I'm the one who's been suffering and in pain,
Izao ilay nijaly, sy nisopra sy nijaly,
but I don't want anybody else to be in pain.
fa tsy tiako kosa raha ny olo-kafa no misopra sy mijaly.
And he accepts the blame for what his friends have said.
Ary raisiny ny tsiny izay namany nataony namany.
But in the end, he says, I don't really know anything.
Fa amin'ny farany izy de nilaza hoe za tsy mahalala ninona.
He should have said, or could have said, we don't know anything.
Afaka niteny izy hoe izahay rehetra ireto tsy mahay ninona.
And after all that, then comes the last portion of the book.
Après an'izany rehetra zany de misy an'ity portion farany amin'ny bokin'ny Joba ity.
And God is so angry that he talks about the three friends, but he doesn't mention Elihu.
Tezitra mafy Andriamanitra de miresaka momba ny reto namana anankitelo ireto fa kosa tsy miteny ninona momba ny Elio izy.
If God won't even mention you, he must be really angry.
Raha toa Andriamanitra tsy miteny ny anaranao akory, diky zany fa tena tezitra izy, tezitra aminao izy.
So he tells the friends, you've all lied about me.
Ka Andriamanitra de miteny an'izy rehetra hoe ianareo de nandainga momba ahy.
And Job has lost everything.
Ary Joba de very daholo ny nananany rehetrarehetra.
He's lost his home and his cattle,
Ny tranony, ny borikiny,
any sheep or camels he had.
ny rameva, ny biby rehetra izay nananany.
He's lost his sons and daughters.
Ny zanany lahy, ny zanany vavy, very daholo.
So God tells the friends, you need to make this big sacrifice where you lose a lot of things too.
Ka ianareo izy mantsy ny naman-Joba ireo ilaina manao sakrifisy ihany koa ianareo izay hoe nareo no tena very indrindra ilaina sakrifisy zavatra be indrindra ihany koa.
And he tells the friends, then you had better ask Job for forgiveness.
Mangata famelan-keloka avy amin'ny Joba ianareo.
And he says, if Job doesn't forgive you, I won't forgive you.
Raha toa Joba tsy mamela anareo, izao Andriamanitra dia tsy hamela anareo koa.
But if Job forgives you, so will I.
Fa raha ohatra ka mamela anareo Joba dia izao Andriamanitra koa dia mamela anareo.
I think that really shows the love God has for Job.
Zany dia tena mampiseho ny fitiavan'Andriamanitra any Job.
This is how important Job is to God.
Zao ny ahitana hoe tena important amin'Andriamanitra i Job.
And even though God may let things happen to us,
Ary matoa aza avelan'Andriamanitra iseho ny zavatra ratsy amintsika.
it doesn't mean that we've done wrong.
Tsy midika akory zany hoe nanao zavatra ratsy isika.
And it definitely does not mean God doesn't love us.
Ary tsy midika velively ihany koa zany hoe tsy tiantsika Andriamanitra.
Painful things happen in life.
Zavatra mampalahelo sy mandratra dia mianjady amin'ny fiainantsika.
But Job would still defend his friends and defend his own love of God.
Joba dia midefendre, miaro ireo namany ary midefendre ny fitiavany, miaro ny fitiavany an'Andriamanitra ihany koa.
So the book ends with the friends being forgiven by Job, and we knew he would.
Ny tantaran'ny Joba zany dia mifara amin'ny Joba mamela ny ireo namany izay fantatsika fa ho ataony ihany koa.
And it said that the friends and other people began to give treasure to Job.
Ary voalaza koa fa ireo namany reto sy ny olona hafa ihany koa dia nanomboka nanome zavatra ho an'i Job.
And he became the wealthiest man around.
Ary lasa izy no mpanan-karena indrindra tamin'ny environnement.
All his property was restored.
Ny zavatra very rehetra noverina taminazy daholo.
He had strong sons and beautiful daughters.
Zanaka lahy matanjaka sy zanaka vavy tsara tarehy.
And it says that Job's last days were greater than his first days.
Ary voasoratra zao hoe ny fiainan'i Joba tamin'ity farany ity fiafarany fiainany dia mbola lehibe mihoatra noho ny fiainany teo aloha.
But if we read the last 10 verses very carefully,
Raha vakintsika tsara nefa ny dernier verset anankifolo amin'ny tantaran'i Job,
we don't see that Job has gotten over his suffering.
tsy hita soritra hoe adinon'i Joba ny souffrance izay nahazo azy.
He has not forgotten his pain.
Tsy adinony akoriny ny souffrance sy ny fijaliana.
He could forget the loss of his property and his wealth.
Afaka adinoiny ny fahaverezan'ny fananany sy the loss of his property and
His wealth.
ary ny tsy afaka adinoiny ny fahaverezan'ny fananany sy ny arenany.
But he never forgets the loss of his children.
Fa kosa tsy ho adinony velively ny fahaverezan'ny zanany lahy sy ny zanany vavy.
And even though he has strong sons and beautiful daughters, he can't forget the ones he lost.
Ary na dia efa manana zanaka lahy sy zanaka vavy indray ary izy tsy ho adinony mandrakariva ny zanany izay efa very teo aloha.
Bad things happen to us in life.
Zavatra ratsy dia mianjady amintsika eo amin'ny fiainana.
We may be healed of our diseases.
mety ho voasitrana isika amin'ny aretintsika,
We may escape our poverty,
mety ho afaka mandositra ny fahantrahantsika isika,
but we don't forget what happened.
fa tsy ho adinointsika akory ny zavatra nitranga.
And as Job shows us, it teaches us wisdom.
Ary tahaka ny aseho an'i Job eto zany, mampiseho antsika, mampianatra antsika fahendrena izany.
A tragedy remains a tragedy if we don't learn anything.
Tragédie dia mijanona ho tragédie raha ohatra ka tsisy lesona azo raisintsika avy amin'izany.
Job has learned from his suffering.
Joba dia nianatra nandray lesona tamin'ny souffrance izay nahazo azy.
And there may always be a certain sadness in Job.
Ary mety tantaratra eny ihany ny ny alaherin'i Job, mety hitasoratra eny ihany indraindray ny alaherin'ny.
But he has learned wisdom.
Fa voarainy lesona nianatra fahendrena izy.
And that's why we call this wisdom literature.
Ary izay ny antony iantsona ny Job ho anisan'ny literaturam-pahendrena.
Next time we'll talk about Proverbs.
Manaraka isika dia hiresaka momba ny bokin'ny proverbe na ny ohabolana.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.